Well, hello and good evening, and maybe it's good morning, good night, good afternoon, good day, and maybe good night to some of you wherever you are. But you know by now it's Joy. It's Joy Ruffin coming to you from the Sunshine State, Florida. And it's Wednesday night. So, Wednesday night, every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, it's Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, Living Legacies. Love that tag. And tonight is no exception. We have a dynamic, exciting, wonderful lady that you're going to learn a lot about. And before we get started, may I say thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. It's always good because we know that this is not the best time. So when I look out and I see you there, I say, hallelujah, bravo, amen, and all the other good things because I know it's not the best time. So if you're watching and you come later, just type in hashtag replay and we'll know that you were here because we're building. But tonight, let me tell you about this leading lady. Her name is Theresa King-Thompson. And I'm going to read a little bit because I want to make sure I get it right. I adore this lady. Just met her, but I adore her. She's a founding partner of Speaksy.com, which we're going to talk about tonight. And also the founder of Talk of the Town, NWA.com. We'll talk about that too as well. She's a certified coach, a natural connector. I love that. And there's a lot of other stuff that I can add in here, but I want to add these two things because this is what was very appealing to me. She desires to co-create an environment based in soul where your vision goes to visibility. Oh, how can you not love that? How can you not love that? And your message to the masses. There's so much more I can share with you about this lovely lady, but I'm going to invite her over. I want you to help me to say hello and welcome, and then we'll start our broadcast. Virginia, it's so good to see Virginia. I have Virginia on my mind. We just spoke to her. This is Theresa. Theresa, it's so good to see you here. Welcome and thank you for coming. Share with
Thank
us
you.
a little bit about your journey, what you're doing, and why you're so excited about it.
Thank you, my dear. What an honor to be able to sit with you and to do this show. I am so extremely excited. Thank you. Thank you. You
Me too.
know, guys and gals hire me to uncover secrets or to get those secrets out on the table. And some people say, secrets? Yeah, secrets. Only the things that you would tell your sister, or only the things you would tell your besties, sitting at the patio table having a cocktail. Little secrets that we hold back. And I believe those secrets get us off into the ditch. And I am designed, and my intention is to get us back on track. So, with that said, I stand on a platform of six B's: get in conversation and break it down, right? Build it back. Build it back. Number two, build it back bigger and better and way you, boo. I love to play big and I love to help people learn how to play big and also to be bold, to find your passion and to be bold. And number five is about celebrating your unique personality and your biz brilliance. Every single person has that biz brilliance that they can bring to the table. And the last one is to get booked. I want everybody to get booked. Have fun. Get booked.
You, I love it. You have to stop right there. I have to interject because you have pinpointed to the T all of the things that those of us who are involved in this online service promotion product that we're offering to people, those are the things that we need to be and know about. And if your soul, your inner core is not aligned with all of that, we're
Mm-hmm.
in you know what. So
Mm-hmm.
tell us how you came to this, though, my Teresa. Tell us why that is so important to you, the work that you're doing. Yes, I know, but I want you to share it with the audience.
Oh, I'd love to share. It's a magnificent story, and I love to call myself a storyteller. I even teach that in some of my online classes. What I did was I was watching Facebook, a Facebook Live at 10:30 at night, and I saw this amazing blonde that I knew locally in her red house robe, not even kidding you, at 10:30 at night. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea she was doing this." So I had to call her the next day. And so I called her. I'm proactive. That's my first tip to you is be proactive. Reach out to people. So I called her the next day and I was like, could you do that for my company? And she said, sure. And I was like, so excited, right? And then she called me the next day and she was like, I can't do that for you, but I can teach you how. And I was like, oh no, oh no. I just turned 61. I was like, oh no, I'm too old for that. That's for long blondes and big eyelashes, right? And I was so wrong. So I told her no for 30 days and I was going to hire someone, blah, blah, blah. And after 30 days, I was like, if I hire someone, they'll go out and do that for their company. Eventually, I've got to learn this trade. And speaking of secrets, I had a little secret that I uncovered within her work that took away my fear of speaking. I had been a speaker in my community, called upon often, owned my company, entrepreneurship. You're called upon often, and I did it. And they say I'm good, but I didn't like it. I didn't like how it felt. And so I shut that water hose off and hadn't been speaking for about 7 years. So within this homework, when I uncovered that little secret that holds us back and gets us off in the ditch, it got me back on track. And I need no notes, right? I need no notes, and I love speaking now.
Let me come in here because you're speaking all of us in different arenas, the different dance steps that we're learning. You're speaking our language.
Right.
You mentioned two really vital words here: secrets and fear.
Mm-hmm.
And did I hear you correctly that you wanted her to do the work for you?
Yes,
And
yes.
he's saying, no, 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 no. You do the work. You can do it. Is that what I
Yes.
heard?
Yes.
Brilliant. I
And
need
I
to do
said I said no for 30 days. And then once I said yes, I got into a live challenge where they go every day, and I
yes.
spent 19 days, feeling like I was going to throw up. On the 19th day, something broke through that felt to me like, yeah, you can do this. And since then, that was a little over a year ago, maybe a year and 2 months. I freaking love it. And it's changed my life and changed my business. Hello.
Yes.
Hi. Thanks, everybody, for coming on.
Yes, yes, yes. In fact, I want to interject for a second here because Angela's letting me know that the link that I have there is not working, but they can come to my Facebook business page and find it. But thank you. I appreciate that. We'll look into that after the fact. Continue, Theresa, because this is really, really juicy.
What is
Good
the
stuff.
Facebook business page? I would
It,
love for.
well, she's here, so she
Okay,
must be
good.
on the Facebook.
Okay, good. Can you share that out, Angela, for us? Because I know my tribe wants to get in here too and
Yeah, yeah.
cheer and
I don't know why
applaud.
that link with technology, and it's not my arena. That's why I'm listening so closer to you, Theresa, because the link ought to be working, but then you never know. So it's good to know from
It's okay.
Angela.
She found us and she knows
Yeah,
how to
she did,
share. Not a
and
biggie.
others will do it too. Continue with your 19-day, and actually it was more than that, but by the 19th day, and then with Virginia, what happened with you?
Well, Virginia and I became partners in that she had this, what we call now speaksy.com. She had this program. She's a drama teacher
Oh,
at the college level and has a lot of tips, has a lot of experience, has a lot of social media certifications and training. And so she stepped forward. Speak Easy is our Facebook page. Speak Easy, meaning it's easy to speak when we tap into our truth. And
mm-hmm.
that's basically what she's teaching all the time. She also created certified coaches, and there are 10 coaches in that same group that bring value, like the financial guru, right? The health and wellness guru, the crystals and the card reading guru. Just the list goes on of information and value in these trainings all the time, 24/7. We're rocking and rolling in there.
Mm. Is this a like an ongoing coaching, or at the end of the 30, 60 days, you are certified? How does that work? I know.
No, very, very much ongoing. Like some of us who were with her from the beginning, let's say a year and 2 months ago, have stepped into another training that she's done that is phenomenal called, um, ah, come on.
I know it happens. It
Especially when
happens.
you're live.
Man,
Sovereign alignment. Oh, I could not come up with that.
sovereign.
Sovereign alignment. And I'm
Okay.
telling you, day two is just goosebumps galore, you know. And she talked today about two other trainings that she's going to be doing within the speakeasy, helping people rise above these challenges that hold us back and teaching us how to connect with soul and to connect with source so that individually and collectively we're flowing energetically in our businesses and in our lives.
This is what I love. You see, Kathy came through. I don't know which link she used, but good to see you here and welcome. I think that what I'm getting and the feeling, the intuitive knowing that I have, Theresa, I think that what you and Virginia are doing and the other people who are part of this group, which I'm eager to become a part of, is that we are really aligning our inner core, the soul, the true
Mm-hmm.
essence of us
Mm-hmm.
that has all the knowing with
Mm-hmm.
the exterior so that we can make it visible and put it out into the stratosphere. Is that an analogy, more or less, of what it's all about?
Yes, I love to say it. There's a beautiful quote that talks about teachers, trainers, and speakers and authors, telling us what to do. But this is about not telling us what to do and or not telling us what to see. She teaches us how to call upon our inner core, our inner soul, and our own connection to source. And when it comes out of you and out into public, it is soulful and it is of you.
I love that. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we talked very briefly about this because there were other things that we were communicating back and forth about. Yet,
Right.
the more you talk to me about this, Theresa, the more I somehow connected and aligned it with something called human design. Have you heard or do you know anything about human design? I will give you that link so that you can share probably with me more
Mm-hmm.
insight about that because
Mm-hmm.
it really is aligning your exterior, connecting it again back to the soul, which is
Mm-hmm.
the essence of us. All of this exterior stuff is just that.
Yes.
Has very little to do with much of anything that comes from the core of the soul and the essence of us. Now,
And
what
may
about,
I may
yes,
I
please.
add domestication. I
Yes.
always take my coaching clients back to age 2. We had our pure essence prior to age 2. After
Oh,
that, domestication starts, and we pick up all of this gunk and junk that does not serve us, right?
yes, yes.
So it's
That,
about getting back to our essence.
oh, indeed, indeed. And that's why you say you are a circle maker and cycle breaker. Oh, I
Cycle
love that. I like the way
breaker.
you put your words together. It's a good
Thank
thing
you.
because that's what we, you know, here's a word that's overused, power and confidence. You have to have a sense of confidence within yourself. And yet, much of it is a lot of it for many of us, not you, not me, is bravado. So how do you, well, you have that eye. You have that eye for knowing, right? You can tell when it's a lot of malarkey and when it's authentic.
Mm.
But when people are in your coaching classes, your approach is how to them. Can you speak to that a wee bit? Because what I'm saying to you is that people are so sensitive about how you connect and relate to them and what you
Mm-hmm.
share with them because it's based on that fear-based thing
Mm-hmm.
that you get after
Mm-hmm.
2 years of age and you start to go out into
Mm-hmm.
the universe, so to speak.
Right.
Does that make any sense to you? Know what I'm asking?
Yes, the whole tribe, I would say this whole tribe is foundationally highly sensitive. I'm highly sensitive. In
Mm-hmm.
other words, I can walk into a room and know the energy of that room,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hello, hello. Hi, everybody, for jumping on.
Yes, they're
Um,
here.
I love you guys connecting with us.
Yes, yes, yes.
Where I learned the most value was in understanding the masculine and feminine energies. And I'm not an expert in that area, Only from my experience can I share if you're interested.
Yes.
I was
Now,
raised in abuse. With abuse comes a masculine energy a lot of times.
hmm
So by the time we're an adult, we have our dukes up. And if a tire needs changed, by George, we can change a tire, whatever it takes. And that's also the kind of confidence that comes across as false or fake. It's also the kind of confidence that doesn't stabilize me as a person. And so when I learned more about calling upon my soul and connecting with my feminine energy, and all that is an ask. Please, audience, all that is an ask. Just take a sacred pause and ask for your feminine energy to step forward. It softens the breath, it softens the body, and it allows you to speak in a gentle way versus what my coach, Virginia, called prickly. My masculine energy would come across prickly,
mm,
but my feminine energy comes across as tell me more. I'm with you. I support you. I get you. I've been there.
mm. Let
So,
me say that Angela she speaks to what you just said, and she put it much more succinctly. Call our soul back home and get in touch. And
yes.
also, Theresa, I need you to know, because I'm not putting all of these, it seems that people are having problems getting on. They're freezing. It's not live. I think it might be live, but you never know. But
Yeah.
Angela gave some good tips here. She said, just keep trying to get on and we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. She said, Pam said her live paused for me, but she'll try and get back in. And we hope
Yeah.
that you
I
will.
mean, you guys know there's nothing we can do about that. We'll just keep flowing and catch the replay and keep on playing.
Technology, my love,
Right.
technology. That's why when you spoke earlier about Virginia, and she said, no, you can do it. I'm tuning in because I'm learning this myself. Much of
Yeah.
it we have to do. But this is such an exciting topic for me, Theresa, because from the beginning of time, as far back as I can remember, I love it. I never heard the age of two. I thought it was beyond that, but that's okay. That if we don't align our soul and it's not promoted and given to us in a way that we can embrace and love, then we start to have all these other entities seep into our consciousness, which is
Mm-hmm.
based around fear and insecurities and uncertainties. And no matter how confident we are, they can emerge and rise again. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to learn all the things, excuse me, that we have to learn to
Mm-hmm.
be always in touch with our soul essence, because that's our truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
coach, Virginia, talks about fear being the lacking of the breath.
Ah, I like it. I
I
like
do
it.
too.
Yes,
There's
yes,
so
yes.
many things.
Yeah. And stress can bring out that lacking of the breath, because
Yes.
the stress takes over and even your breathing patterns change.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, tell us a little bit about this program that you mentioned that I've already forgotten the name that you mentioned that says ongoing with Virginia. What is the program that you're doing now with her? The new
Everything that you need, everything that we do is at speaksy.com.
ah,
So we are also launching a huge, very professional app where this app will host not only the general public but the gurus, like we want the gardening guru, right, the home
yeah,
decor guru, the
uh-huh.
financial guru, all the supportive systems that help us to up level and to engage and to carry forward our vision to visibility and our message to the masses. So it's really for both. It's for teachers, trainers, authors, speakers, coaches, mentors, right? But it's also for the general public where they can plug in that quiet environment and learn from all the teachers there.
Well,
Doesn't that
there are
sound
very few
beautiful?
that it's beyond beautiful. Yet
Hmm.
there is a question mark from my end, because very few things are for any and all. Yet the way that you express that and what you and Virginia are doing, it's like the door opener
Hmm.
for any, many, and most.
Hmm.
Would you say? Yes.
Right.
I put up the link here, and I'm going to make sure that it goes back and forth, and I'll put it in the comments too, so that people can go there and see more or less what you're about. Tell us now a little bit about talk of the town with love, because I know that that connects and relates and ties into speaksea.com. Share with us a little bit
Yes.
about that.
Yes, I originally started my company 5 years ago, and I was very engaged in community, focused on locally owned businesses, introducing newcomers to businesses. I did circles, hosting 80 to 100 people. So I've done a lot of events, on my own and within the community. And then when I met Virginia and I started going online, I loved online so much. And it just resonated with me so much that I started just doing online. And I said the other day, dumped out my website. And I'm in the process of redoing it, talkofthetownlove.com, because I
Yes.
wanted to spread my wings beyond my Northwest Arkansas community, beyond the United States, get across the ocean. I think it's so important what we're learning first, and then what we're sharing with other people. It's life changing.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So I
is
just
like,
expanded my circle, or expanded my reach.
yes, yes, yes. And I like what you had to say about this was very interesting. It has been said that you can see from 70,000 feet away, yet also have the ability to come down and eat that elephant one bite at a time. So
Yes,
that, that
highly, highly visionary. And that's one of the benefits of working with my coaching clients, is that I can see this big vision for them and also come in and help them eat that elephant one bite at a time, right? A lot of people do not have that ability to see the possibility in what they're doing, right?
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so that works twofold. I work both personally and professionally, blending the two, because I think that our core essence is meant to do that.
Indeed. When this might not be an easy, but what would you say would be the number one reason that people come to you? Is it for you to help them uncover what is questionable within themselves? Would that be the
Mm,
number one reason? And that number one reason would be, can you speak to that maybe a wee bit?
yes, I'll have to get out my naughty button just a minute, if you don't mind.
I'm waiting for that naughty button. I love it.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
I love it.
When Joy promoted this, she put in resentment, and resentment is correct. But when I talk to the general public, I take it to a much higher level and call it the pissed offness list. Did you know, guys, that in my work over the last 23 years, when I ask people to go back to the age of 2 and list everything that pisses them off throughout their life, there's an average of 33 items. That means you're
Mm,
dating someone who might have 33 items, or you're married to someone who might have 33 items, or we might have 33 items, you know? And what got me started on that is a super cool story if you want to hear it.
yes, yes, yes.
I was a professional horse trainer in my 20s and 30s. And after that, after I got older and retired from that, I still was called out of retirement to work with youth. So I had this fabulous youth I had worked with for 3 years. She had all the talent in the saddle. She had the horse, and she freaking won. And I'm not talking about little stuff, I'm talking big stuff. But
Hmm.
here's the deal: did not win consistently. And as her competitive coach, I could not figure out what was taking her out of the game. It was all there, right? So I took her to lunch and I said, would you make a list of every single thing that pisses you off in life and meet me back here for lunch next week? She said, yeah. There was little bitty things on that list, but there were big things on that list. 14 years old, one of the biggest that I think made the biggest difference was my dad's a drunk. And those aren't my words, those are her words. She couldn't count on him for anything. Yes, he showed up, but he showed up periodically when it was convenient for him. And she was friggin' pissed.
Just one moment. I find that
Yes.
fascinating because when you say pissed off,
Hmm.
most people will connect and relate and tie that into fear and uncertainty. But that's a different type of animal right there. Pissed off. And the example that you gave is spot on.
Hmm.
It's fascinating because a lot of times maybe it's not so much anger. Anger is what it is. She was angry with her father
You
for.
hide that. You can't walk around talking about that. You hide it. It is a secret. And I help people get that secret out on the table. Another story is a lady whose computer crashed. She said 24 hours later, she's curled up in her fiance's arms, crying because her dad did not love her growing up. Do you
Ah,
see how that takes you out of the game?
I see exactly how it takes, and I love the two words. And when you connect them, the secrets that you hold, how you can be pissed off, and the anger that that brings in, and how that connects and ties and bleeds right into resentment.
Mm.
And most of us have that to a degree. And until we accept, acknowledge, and know that it's there, it's hard to get away from all of that stuff. Yes, that's what you.
Okay. Yes, this is the big deal. This is the big deal. We look at how that affected her. Well, let's take the 14-year-old whose dad was a drunk. We
Yes.
looked at how it affected her security, whether she could count on him or not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it affects her relationally, right? You don't know if you can trust people if you can't trust your own dad, right? All those things build up. So we have a column where we look at how did it affect you. And then the next column, we start the process of looking at how you volunteered for it versus were a victim of it. Now she's pissed again. I didn't volunteer to have a drunk as a dad. Exactly. But guess what else, sister? You
Mm.
have the ability to design your own life, to
Uh,
work in the mental capacity to blossom and bloom and become highly, highly competitive. And you know for sure that you cannot count on your dad. What a blessing when he shows up, yay. But when he doesn't, this is still your life and your ride. And she started winning and winning consistently when we cleared that crap off.
and you listen. Yes, you just zeroed into where
Mhm.
my heartbeat lies, and that's working
Mhm.
with young people, and especially young girls, for many
Yes.
reasons which we won't go into tonight. But how you express that and explain that, the secrets, the fear, the anger, and being pissed off, and now how you had her recognize. Ah, brilliant. So the work itself is more than rewarding for you. And are you're still working with young people at some center or place that?
Yes, I do have students. Yes. It's very expensive to work with me in the horse business.
Yeah,
I no longer ride, but I do have clients where I can fly in and fly out and also do phone work with those high-end competitive horse people. Yeah.
that's brilliant.
Coaching. Yeah.
Coaching is fun. Now, before we say, the time flies, is there anything that I haven't asked you thus far that you want to share with us? And also, what else would you like to share with us about Speaksy? Because that's what we want people to connect and relate to. Now, a lot of people here, Theresa, are saying that she said, I love the, who doesn't love the naughty button? Everybody loves that naughty button. You know why? Because we all have a little bit of that naughty, and some of us will lot within. But the bottom line here is we want to get people to connect and find out
Mm,
more about
mm,
Speaksy. So tell us as much more of it. I have the link up here, and
mhm.
I'm going to put it back up here again. People can come, and what are they going to get there? What are they going to be able to
This
embrace?
the Speaksy is very self-explanatory, and it is a series of coaches and gurus that provide this type of information that I've provided tonight in
Mhm.
an assortment of different areas, right? So it's
Yeah,
all sitting there, including the information about the app,
yeah.
including the information about how to connect with us on Facebook. What I want to do tonight is give two gifts. Can I do that?
Wonderful.
You like gifts?
Absolutely.
I
Listen,
want to
everybody
give
likes gifts.
I want to give the gift of 1 month complimentary in the Speakeasy on Facebook. It's you do the @ the hashtag sign, and type in Speakeasy, one word. Now, when you get there, there are 3 questions, right? And you need to put Joy or Theresa as your referral. You can use T for me. T and Joy sent me, right? And then there's 2 other questions. Yes, I'll be good. Yes, I won't solicit. Something like that, right?
You were going to, I think the best way for us to do this, Theresa, is for you to, I heard you and yet I didn't get it, to put in exactly what you want us to put on. I'm going to put it in this broadcast in the comments and then also on your Facebook page, but exactly what that is so that they can know what to do. And when they get there, they'll get their 1 month free.
Yes. So, another thing that we can do is if they'll type the word soul, SOUL.
That's easier. Yes.
Then I can follow up and give them the link. Does that work?
That works much better. Why don't we do this? Why don't we ask all of the people who are here now to type in the comments soul, SOUL.
Well, most of these people are in there, I would say.
Okay. Well,
or if with the listening audience, we'll run onto people. Type soul and I will follow up with that.
And that applies for the people who come for the replay as well.
Yes.
So for those who come for the replay, if they type in soul, you will in turn get back to them because you'll come back every now and then to check on this. And Roz, of my loyal and faithful, they always show up. She's here. She says, "Oh, she got it already." Oh, listen, don't you love people who always have your back?
I do. I love my tribe.
I'm so intent listening to you that I didn't get it, and now I can't find it. But Roz has it here. You had, now I can't find her, but it's okay. She said you had something of a boom boom and then a speakeasy. Anyway, it's in here. So you look for Roz, ROS, and she'll have exactly what you need. And then you want them also to put that in the Facebook, your page, or?
Yes, anywhere you go. If you want to type soul, I'll follow up with you and get you that 30-day trial. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
The other thing that I wanted to gift is what I call my greatest gift. And when I go out to speak, I roll this up and tie a red ribbon around it. And it is my connection, how I connect with higher power. I'm not into labels. You know, God, the God of my understanding, higher power, universe, source, not into labels. But this will teach you, for example, I write a letter to God and to my soul, Sophia Love, every single morning. I do that in gratitude. And then I lay my pen down and listen. I ask for inspired whispers or inspiration that I might do thy will in this day. And I have learned how to get that, which is powerful. It's my greatest gift, and I want to gift that to people. So if you want that gift, write gift T. Theresa is my name. So just gift space T, and I'll follow up and send that to you.
Okay. Here's where I want to make a correction, because my loyal and faithful Roz Bundy, who's in Australia, and it's like early in the morning there, and she's got hashtag speak easy, but it's at hashtag speak C, SIE, not EASY. And I want to make sure you make that right. No,
that's incorrect. On Facebook, it's one word, speak easy.
EASY.
But the website, yes, EASY, speak easy.
She got it then. Her ears are better than mine. Great.
So
Great.
Then when we went to the website, it's Speaksy. And we're known as Speaksy. Like you guys, if you're a Speaksy out there, type Speaksy.
I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page. And I'm glad that you made the correction, because Roz is light years ahead of me and she got it. So she got it.
Way to go, Roz.
I'm looking at the website here, Speak C, and I said no, it's SIE, but you made the clarification. I get it.
That's the website. Yeah.
What is it that you'd like to leave us with, my love? One of the things that we're going to do, I'm going to make sure that the get -T Theresa goes into the comments here and speak just the way that my beloved Roz put it here, and then people will get back to you. What else can you leave us with? You've given us so much already. You know, the time flies. That will be powerful and impactful you've given us, but is there anything else that you can share before we say so long for now? We never say goodbye.
I think one of the greatest things that I've learned in all of my life is that love covers everything. If you're upset, if you can find a way to love through that, or to talk it out, or to up level, or to keep moving through it in an unconditional, loving way, you will always win. And there's only two emotions, basically: love and fear. If
Mm.
you're mad, sad, hurt, it all goes under fear. What are you afraid of? And if you're happy, joyous, and free, it all goes under love. And we have the ability to, in this day and age, there's so many things available to us that help us to up level. And I'm addicted to that. I freaking love that. And I love to be naughty.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
And I
I
love
love
you, Big. What a great connection.
I love you big right back. I'm so eager to connect with you and your tribe and your circle and your group because I feel that I belong there. I
Yes,
know that
yes,
I am meant to be there. So I can
yes.
hardly wait. I can only say thank you, thank you, thank you. You have shared lots of good information with us. I will make sure that everything goes in here correctly as you have stated. And may I say that it is my honor to have shared this time and space with you. I
Oh.
love women who are way beyond themselves. We're always in the process of getting our stuff together. But in the process, if we don't reach out and share that, whatever it is, with others, what's the sense? So when I meet
Yes.
someone like you and several others, I'm always honored and delighted. I'm
Mm.
going to say so long for now, my love. I'm going to put you to the side, but don't go. As I say, stay in the green room, and then I'll be
Okay.
back with you in just a second.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Indeed. Now, what can I say here? A couple of things. First off, we can say thank you forever and ever, every other word, because hopefully you know that by now, because it's never enough. But I'm always grateful when you're here. I want to share this one quick thing with you, which I'm starting off tonight. And that is this whole leading ladies, leaving legacies, living legacies is about building good, hearty, healthy relationships with each other. And the way that we do that is we learn how to communicate with them on the highest and the best level. Because most of us are business women in one way, fashion, style, or another. And that means that you're promoting a product or service. And that being the case, if you want to be really good and successful at it, one and the same, you want to know how to communicate. So I'm going to ask you to do two things. I've connected with another wonderful leading lady, and we have made a joint venture together. So if you're interested in learning your personality type, the style of how you communicate with others, and then from there, you'll learn how to communicate with the people that are going to be your prospects, the people that you hope will come and join your tribe and your circle. I'm going to ask you to type in the word key, KEY, in comments. And then you will be given a complimentary $97 value personality assessment of you. If you value it enough, and you will, trust me, it's new for me, but it revealed to me Joy Ruffin to the letter. And it's not enough to know Joy Ruffin. You got to know how to relate to others. And I got a good lesson today from someone I'm hoping who in time will become a very good and valuable friend. And I have an intuitive knowing that they will. I want you to type key, KEY, in the comments, and you will be sent to a link. It won't be my link, but trust me, I only take you and send you to places that I know are safe. You will get a link that you will put in the information. You'll get a free personality assessment, which is much more than that. And you'll see exactly what I mean. And then I'd like your comments back about what that means to you. Again, always good to have you here. Always good to see you here. Thank you for all of Theresa's tribe who came. Technology, we never know. They're gremlins running around all the time doing all kinds of crazy things, but we have to learn to make them our kind of friend because we don't die or just give up because they arrive. We just ride the crest with them. So that said, thank you for being here. It's always good to see you. Have a great week, a great weekend, and we'll look forward to connecting with you soon. Until then, you be and stay well. All the best. So long for now. Cheers.